we also have with us Dr. Bishnu Panigrahi, Group Head Medical Strategy and Operations at Fortis Healthcare, joining us now. Dr. Panigrahi, thank you so much for joining us here on this very special and important day. Do tell us what are the kind of preparations that your hospital is taking across the country, across your centers for vaccination, and particularly to talk about Covaxin, if that is one of the vaccines that your center will be rolling out. What are the special preparations, because the modalities came out a little late in terms of informed consent forms and the follow-ups, etc. Do tell us what are the preparations at your end.
Thank you very much, CNBC, and from Fortis Healthcare, I would like to thank you all. And this is a red letter day as far as India is concerned. I think so. After 15th August 1947, I think so. This is another I can call independence from COVID, and that's the thing that we are looking at. And as we speak today, 14 of our centers across our network of group of hospitals have been identified to go in the first phase. Is that today, tomorrow, and day after, and it is spread across the length and breadth of the country. Today we are in Delhi. We are having at Shalimar Bagh and at Fortis Escort Heart Institute. And over the next 2 days, it will be across, tomorrow it's in the Bangalore clusters. Then we have in the Mumbai cluster, we have Vashi, Punjab is there. So this is how we are planning out to go about it. And we are going back by all the government guidelines that is there. And I would like to set at rest the sort of things that are coming about the Covaxin. In fact, there's a lot of, we are absolutely, all the entire staff, whether it's the doctors, nurses, the other healthcare workers, the junior level staff, they are very excited about it. And there's no hang up about whether it's Covishield or Covaxin. And the data does show that Covaxin also is very effective. So I would like to put at rest the fears that are circulating outside about the question mark about Covaxin. I would like to set it at rest, number one. Number two, if you look at it, any vaccine which has an efficacy of more than 60% is said to be good. And the most important part I like to stress is that if you look at history also, India has been the largest manufacturer of vaccines supplying across the globe. And if the quality was not assured, people outside India wouldn't have been buying it. So this is something that I request the print media, the electronic media, and to sort of allay the anxiety that is sort of swirling around across. That is there a question mark about Covaxin? So I like to again re-stress. Please go ahead and
right, Dr. Panigrahi. Yeah, Dr. Panigrahi, we'll come back to you. Dr. Harshvardhan, Health Minister, is speaking to media. Let's just cut in straight there.
भारतीय वैक्सीन देश के अंदर उपलब्ध हुई है और ये वैक्सीन हमारी कोविड के खिलाफ जंग में एक संजीवनी का काम करेगी। भारत ने पहले पोलियो और चेचक के खिलाफ जंग जीती है और अब प्रधानमंत्री कोविड के खिलाफ जंग जीतने के निर्णायक दौर में पहुंच चुका है। मैं इस अवसर पर सभी देशवासियों को, कोविड वॉरियर्स को, कोविड वॉरियर्स के परिवारजनों को, सबको बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूं, शुभकामनाएं देना चाहता हूं, धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं। और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि आप सब लोगों ने जिस प्रकार से कोविड वॉरियर के रूप में पूरे साल ग्राउंड जीरो पर रहकर सब प्रकार के खतरों को मोल लेकर देशवासियों को सचेत किया, सही जानकारियां दी, उसी प्रकार से अब फिर जब बहुत सारे स्वास्थ्य
Well, that was the Union Health Minister, Dr. Harshvardhan, congratulating the country, the doctors, the frontline workers, saying that the fight against COVID-19 has now reached the decisive stage. Well, joining us now to discuss this further is Dr. N.K. Arora. He heads the Operations Research Group, a part of the National Task Force set up by the Indian Council of Medical Research in response to COVID-19. Dr. Arora, thank you so much for joining us here on CNBC TV 18. Let me ask you about Covaxin rollout, sir, because there are a lot of questions around that. as we start this important day, as we start the Covaxin rollout, what are the specific preparations in place? Do we have the required manpower for that rollout, considering there would be a specific follow-up for all the participants who get that vaccine, and also the informed consent form? Run us through what are the preparations that you see.
So thank you very much for inviting me. I would like to assure everybody that for Covaxin, which is to be rolled out in a trial mode, and therefore consent is essential. And overall, the way COVID-19 vaccination program is being rolled out, this additionality is very easily incorporated into it, because during the screening process, and also when a beneficiary or an individual comes into the immunization room, the person has to look at their appointment and other things, and around the same time mechanisms have been set up to see that the consent is taken. There is no coercion. Individual is informed everything about the vaccine, Covaxin, and the whole philosophy is exceptional transparency. Individual is told everything, whatever information is available about the vaccine. There is no coercion, and once they sign the consent form in their own language, they are informed in their own language. They go inside, get the vaccine, wait for half an hour like any other individual, whether it is Covaxin or Covishield. And the additional care and for safety is that for first 7 days, close monitoring is done by health system by asking the recipient of the vaccine about any complaint they have. And in addition, they are also informed about the specific health center which is attached to this particular immunization center, and they can contact for any complaint, and then they would come for the second dose, and thereafter again a similar kind of monitoring goes on for the next 4 weeks also. A very intense 1 week monitoring, thereafter 3 week, any other complaint, the subject can complain back to the health facility and contact the doctor there. So this mechanism had been set up
Dr.
almost
Bishnu,
every immunization center across the country.
Okay. Dr. Bishnu, I just wanted to come in on that point. The fact that there needs to be a consent, that it is not mandatory, it's a voluntary vaccine, but you obviously want your staff at Fortis to get inoculated in order to, conduct operations more freely. So what happens to those that say no and say they don't want to get vaccinated? And how much of a percentage are you seeing of staff actually being apprehensive right now?
Number one, agree it's voluntary, and you can't force anyone to take it. But so far within our network of hospitals, we have not come across anyone having any anxiety about taking either the Covishield or the Covaxin, number one. And most important is that they have gone through this pandemic. They have done a wonderful job of serving the people. So they know that if they take it, they are safe. They are safe for their near and dear ones, because when this pandemic happened, a lot of times they could not go home. And those who went home also, they were a bit apprehensive about what will happen to the children, the elderly. So by taking the vaccines, they know that they will be protected themselves. They will be safe to their near and dear ones, because if you look at the way they're being staggered, the health frontline workers are going to get it first. Then it will be the elderly, and then it will be the ones who are 50 years below with comorbid conditions. So it's going to take some time. So at least if the frontline workers are vaccinated, a huge population will be safe and to take care of any patients, because COVID is not going to go immediately. It's still there. So there is no apprehension as far as the healthcare workers are concerned within our Fortis network. And even across Delhi, I've been noticing it. We have something called the National Capital Region Health Experts, which a lot of senior doctors are there, senior, junior. And I've been seeing the messages being exchanged. There is no apprehension about the Covaxin vaccine.
All right. All right. There is no